What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Hades. His name is Nullus. His partners today in the purple color, playing as Loki. His name is Count von Count. And finally rounding out the team in the green color, playing as Zeus. His name is Grass. Their opponents today in the yellow color, playing as Loki. His name is Matrius. In the red color, playing as Zeus. His name is I Kill You Die. And finally in the light blue color, playing as Thor. His name is Rappel. The map is Mirage. Yes. Yes, Mirage. I love Mirage. Mirage is the best. Why is Mirage the best? Because it's a map we don't get to see very often. This is the third game. What does the third game mean? So in the group stages, it's all best of 3, right? But game number 1 is picked by player 1's home map. Game number 2 is, or team 1's home map. Game number 2 is picked by team 2's home map. Game number 3 is picked by the wheel. The wheel of destiny. The fate is in the hands of chance. Your fate is in the hands of chance. I don't know. Mirage. Mirage. What's unique about Mirage? If you guys haven't seen this map, it is a basically it's Anatolia flipped on its side. Basically, that's the way to think about it. So you get safe fish over here. You can get spawns of 6 fish. You can get spawns of 7 fish, 8 fish, or 9 fish per player. And then there's nothing else on the shore there. So it's not a crazy amount of food, but it is a boosted economy here. Lots of tricks you can do. In team games, you can? No. In team games, you can't do Chronos cheese here on this map. You can't do Chronos cheese in team games. In 1v1, this water curls off. In team games, it doesn't. So you can't get that random dock up on the side and sneak up in to start harassing fishing ships and things like that. So it is in effect as safe as it gets. There are some cheeses you can do, like shifting sands to send some villagers down to build some docks and start putting some pressure on like that. But generally, I think I would recommend it. It would be better to play for something else like fast second town center, fast aggressive play, fast teching ideas. Those sorts of things are probably the way to go. As we do see the Catoscopos moving forward here for I Kill You Die, checking things out over here. In terms of strategy here, what's the difference in the god comps? So Loki, Zeus, Hades for JSS. A little bit more of a late game centric comp here, in my opinion. Like there's the Zeus and the Loki kind of playing off each other, utilizing hoplite, mass hoplite, Herser ideas to run around here. Like that. But yeah, this is more of a late game comp. Whereas UCA going with what looks to be Loki and, was there a Thor? Yeah, Loki Thor here. This is looking like more of a mid-game timing attack type thing. So either with a really early Ragnarok or some very early Fimbulwinters to mix into each other. So we'll have to wait and see if UCA is going to be able to pull that one off, as we see Athena coming through here for Grass. Up here we've got the Forcetti coming through for Count von Count. Athena coming through for Nullus here as well. Down on the bottom we do see the Rappel going through Thor. Not through Thor, through Freya. I Kill You Die going through Athena. And finally Matrius going through Forcetti here as well. Got an interesting comment here from Madara in the chat. Is it ever worth going to give your ally fish while farming with Ra? I don't think so. I think it's worth it to send a villager over and build farms for your teammate. But giving your ally the fish, I don't think so. No. Maybe it could be worth it to give wood over to your ally and your ally send food over to the Ra, because a little known fact, fishing ships of Greek descent / Atlantean descent / Norse descent gather slightly faster than the fishing ships of Egyptian descent. Anyways, in the middle of the map, we do see UCA Rappel dropping his forward buildings here. Over on this position, we also see I Kill You Die dropping forward buildings, Matrius dropping forward buildings. So they are going for a very aggressive play here to kick this game off. On this position here for Grass, just going for a standard Hoplite Toxote shenanigans. We see Nullus going for a fast second town center here. He's got to get active very, very quickly here, though, because the units are going to push in. We see the Bolt onto this position. Count on Count's gold here is not in a great spot. We see Nullus dropping the Sentinels down immediately, but one Dwarf going to be getting picked off here. Count on Count not reacting here on the gold in the slightest, just trying to hold on at the moment, as we do see the green units from Grass going to come up here to try and defend. Herso moving forward here for Rappel as well. But at this point, I think that UCA needs to think, Sentinels is gone. Let's go down and attack Grass. Let's leave Count on Count alone here and just attack Grass, because there's no Sentinels down here for Grass and Grim to be defending there. So you can get some damage down over there, as we do see a bolt there onto the Odysseus, as IQ Die has now started to move through here. House coming up for the Rappel on that position as well, as the unit's going to be retreating away. Minotaur up on this position, doing all the good stuff there as well. And we'll see how things are going to end up here. There's Count on Count. Lose his house on this position. We still see UCA saying, let's attack over here. Now, the Sentinels, they are really strong. They do 12.1 damage a second, which is a big amount of damage. And also, Count can just get himself watchtowers here. He does decide to go for early Hall of Fames here for some reason, as we do see that forward Forest Fire getting dropped down, going to be opening up this position. I like that move, as Count needs to retreat away. Nullus is already 2 town centers, though. He's already starting to help out. Restoration being dropped here by Grass. There is a restoration available for I Kill You Die, but not dropping it just yet, as UCA decides, let's just pull back for the time being and recalibrate here. Does Nullus have any military buildings up just yet? Yes, he does. He's got triple stables here for Nullus. I've never seen Nullus go stables in my entire life. This is a first. He wants to get those speedy cavalry units out, but Hades doesn't have access to Spirited Charge. So we'll see how that's going to go. As the Hoplites pushing forward, going to get some good damage done over here. There are a couple of heroes here for I Kill You Die, but this is a 3v1, I think, as he's retreating away. Rappel here a little bit out of position with those raiding cavalry. Probably not the best unit for him to be building at this point. Reason being, you probably want to have Ulfsarks when you're rushing here, because they're going to do better against the Hoplites. They're going to do better against everything else. You can also build some more, throw an Axeman out here as well. There's no need to be relying on the speedy raiding cavalry at this point, especially on a map like Mirage. But nice raid here from Mattress. Gets in, picks up a couple of villages there of Count on Count as he does retreat away. But Count's been getting some good kills here thus far. He's getting a lot of favor from his Herso with these fights. As the fight ensues on here, Nullus going to be dropping the restoration down for JSS. As Mattress retreats back, do we see that restoration used? Still, I Kill You Die has got himself his own restoration here. With all the units in this one position for UCA, I think that restoration at this point has to be the goer, but there we go. He's going to be using it. That just means that JSS can just retreat away, as I Kill You Die has got nothing really remaining here. Well, they can obviously push forward, but not really anything gained from that restoration in terms of space, as the towers here up for Count on Count, with the Sentinels continuing to attack in onto this position. We'll see if they can manage to make their push here, but it's absolute chaos. You just don't know who's going to win these fights, because you just, like, maybe if you turn on friend or foe colors. Maybe if you turn friend or foe colors on. What's the hotkey for that? Alt F? Not sure. Anyways, Madry's retreating back. Everyone grouped up on in onto one position here. I just saw some random red units around a yellow thing. I was like, what is that? I could die with random houses there. Nice. It is! Oh, everyone's red. Okay, never mind. Everyone's my enemy. I'm the observer. Okay. I was hoping one team would be blue and the other team would be red, but never mind. We've got an old game here. We've got to do what we can. There's Mattress pushing forward here at the moment. Gonna try and get this pressure done onto this location. He's got a lot of Herser here, but he's the only one with units remaining on his team, it seems. But he does have the advantage over Count, who's built a lot of throw and action. All of these Herser are really, really strong. And we also see UCA making good advantage out of this healing spring here. Whereas I'm not sure... Count's got it down, and these guys can retreat back onto it, but it's not in as good of a position as UCA's is at the moment, as Grass continues to try and push forward here, trying to take these units out. If we take a quick stock here of how the game is going, military unit team stats, you can see JSS is slightly in front in terms of military units here, so UCA doesn't want to fight until they can catch up on those units here. But that being said, with some good Einhyar spawns, some lucky Einhyar spawns here for Matris, he might be able to make this work. As Nullus is pushing in here with his own units, sending everything over here as well. If Rappel can get in onto the back here as well with those raiding cavalry, maybe swing it around the outside here and get onto the back here, either onto those throwing axemen or onto the Toxotes here, that would be a really, really good attack movement there. As Grass kind of caught out on this position, needs to retreat back. We do see the Herser targeting down some units over there before getting out. Great control from Matris, but he does lose some Herser for it. And the other thing is that Matrius needs to ensure he doesn't lose his Herso so he can actually take out those trolls here. Though the Odysseus can get some good damage done here as he is managing to take down some of those trolls from afar. As the fight happens yet again, the engagement here, JSS decides it's fine, UCA decides it's fine as well, and you just go, who's going to win here? I don't know. As everyone bunching up on this side. Remember, Nullus is 2 town centers, so he's got extra economy here. He's paid for that town center in spades now, and he's going to have a ton of really, really strong units here. But it does look like after everything is sorted here that UCA came out in front on that one. I don't know. I just don't know. Grass going to be retreating back, chasing these units down, getting some good damage on that retreat path here. Bragi coming through now, though, for Count von Count. I wonder if he was fed for that or not. You never know. As units taking this fight as well over here with Nullus saying, I can take this one. I've got the Hippocon to take out the Toxotes here, no problems. But there's still more Herso over here as we are now saying, Matrius saying, time to leave this spot. Let's stop just focusing on one location. There's some villagers over here to raid. He's got that timer in the back of his mind. 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes in the game. That's when villagers move on to that second gold mine. You've always got to be thinking that in the back of your mind. Can I hit a gold mine where that's concerned? But the Ursa have been spotted here from Grass. He's over here to take this one down. How far away is Matrius from hitting that next age is the big question here. What is it, 6? He is very far away from that one, it seems. Getting himself pickaxe and plow. As I don't know how Count managed to get that upgrade there. I mean, he's got fishing ships here. Did get himself the purse scene. That purse scene with only 6 fishing ships isn't really worth that much. Can we see purse scene over here as well? I think everyone's gotten it. I think purse scene is an overrated technology. It's only really worth it if you've got 12 fishing ships or something like that. Apart from, like, it takes a while for it to pay itself off. Someone do the math. 0.61 fish per second. Get yourself plus 30%. So something like an extra 0.2 a fishing ship per second. 6 fishing ship. So you're looking at 1.2 food a second. So it takes you somewhere in the vicinity of little under 300 seconds to pay itself off before you start seeing any value in it. That's a lot of time. Just saying. If that math was correct, let me know. I don't know. I'm always getting math incorrect here. As the army here pushing forward, and Matrius has made the classic Norse mistake of putting houses in the front base here. Just leave an Ulfsark at your base and build houses at home. It's really not that big of a deal to not have the Ulfsark on the forward base here as a Loki player making Herso. It like slows down one building's production by about 5-6 seconds, I reckon. In the early game. That's nothing. It's really nothing. But now, UCA is on the back foot. No town centers up just yet here either. And we see Aphrodite coming through for Nullus. And Nullus here, he has 3 town centers. He hasn't been touched in this game. He is an absolute unit of a Greek player at this point. Buildings going up everywhere. He's going to be going through Mythic Age really, really soon. And you already know he's going to go through Artemis here. We see Bragi through for Matrius, though. Town Center attempting to come up here for Count von Count as Rappel tries to put a stop to it there with his own raiding cavalry. The units here starting to move around, looking for raids as well as the raiding cavalry come through. They do spot some straggler Toxotes here. Not going to be a bad unit to be targeting down here. And he's going to try and take this out, but Nullus drops down the curse over here to help maintain Count von Count's economy. He's going to be retreating back, no problems where that's concerned, as the house is getting cleaned up over here as well. And I Kill You Die trying to hold over here as best as he can. We see the raiding cavalry coming in onto this position, going to snipe down some villagers here as well. Nice play where that's concerned. Stopping those walls from coming up. Very, very important here. One thing that we haven't yet seen from the team UCA is no walls. And I've said this a couple of times. I think the easiest way for a Norse player to get walls set up, Ulsark want that Skraeling in your base to build your houses, build your armory. As soon as the armory is up, start building walls all around the map. Should be getting those up by about, getting those up by about 9 minutes into the game if you do that strategy in that tactic. As the raiding cavalry getting pushed back, the Herso still searching around here looking for something to do. Very low HP on that spot there, as we see Count von Count actually grabbing another town center over here. Whose is this? This is his own town center, so all the town centers getting grabbed here. Rappel grabbing this one on this position as well. I think I Kill You Die wanted that one, but he can come over and grab this one. It's not really that big of a deal. We do see Rappel getting some docks down. In the heroic age, when you get access to hammer ships, getting these docks down is a great idea. Get yourself some hammer ships to just raid the fishing ships. You don't want to build too many. It's just a little bit to cause some problems there because there's just not that many fishing spots there. We see Skadi coming in, and Artemis is the god of choice here, and you probably will expect Rappel's town center to get deleted here. Though maybe hitting Matrius would be the better option because he's only on one town center at the moment. So we'll see what's going to be decided there. The battle ball getting pushed back. Skadi in. Raiding cavalry searching all around here. The Artemis just about to pop. Do we see any units with line of sight over here? No attempt, it looks like, from... oh, no, there we go. There's the Toxotes making their way down. A little bit late on that one. Could have been better on that timing, but nonetheless, Town Center will get deleted. And Matrius is already realizing that that's the case. Going to be getting his second town center up now. And he's got his market ready to go to the Mythic Age, but he knows he's going to be losing this town center here very, very shortly. But luckily for Matrius, he's got nothing else in here but the town center. So it's really, normally you lose, well, he lost, I Kill You Die lost 4 houses, but normally you lose a ton of houses to Earthquake as well. As we see Count von Count saying, no, this position is mine. As the villagers here getting pushed back, so many trolls here. Trolls are a really, really strong unit for Loki in the Loki mirror because what they do is you can pick off enemy myth units with them. They're super, super good at that. As we do see the throwing axe, we're just checking everything out. Matrius going to be making a break for it as the Herser get pulled off of this town center, targeting these units down. Grass says, I can just take this fight, no problems. Hoplites coming in, cheeky little troll spawn there. If Count sends his trolls up there to help out, that's a good way to go. As the villagers going to attempt to shank down. Nice microing from Count von Count, pulling back there though. As on this position, we are seeing this Frost Giant manages to stop the Chimera from doing anything over there. As the Town Center ends up coming up there for Count von Count. Town Center gets ended on that position there as well. So many dead villagers of Matrius. He is really dropping it here after that Earthquake. He didn't manage to get this Town Center up either. So 0 Town Centers, 0 units remaining. Matrius in a terrible, terrible position here. We'll see if he can manage to keep his villagers alive. But instead of that, he does decide to tap out. UCA too far behind there. Rush didn't get the damage that they wanted it to get here. I think that if they wanted to hit this rush, maybe they should have banned Hades here, because that way there's no sentinels to get dropped down to defend a rush. I love the idea of being aggressive as a unit there. And the thing is, if you ban Hades and your opponent doesn't ban Ra, maybe they pick Ra, and now there's this weird thing where that Ra player is not going to really be a part of the game, and now you get a 3v1 for at least like 9 minutes before the Ra even does anything. So that would have been a really nice way to go, but UCA doesn't ban that. UCA doesn't ban that. Hades goes for a rush. Sentinels come down, basically shuts down the rush here. One option could have been, instead of continuing to hit the pocket Loki, move over and hit the Athena Zeus here, which would have been just as good as hitting the Loki. And then the Hades of Nullus is even further away from the fight here, so that could have been a way to go. But if you guys enjoyed this one, please consider the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.